Orlando Police, this is Bernie Lights recorded. How can I help you?
Hi, I just wanted to report that I was in an Uber earlier with a man, and he physically tried to touch me, and I was in the car, and he tried putting his hands on my shirt. He went off the grid,
And what kind of driver was he?
an Uber driver, the rideshare company.
An Uber driver facing serious charges, accused of sexually assaulting a woman who rode in his car.
Channel 2's Mark Boyle is
Right now, an
joining us live
Uber
from
driver is locked up in jail accused of raping a woman that he picked up. This comes as the company begins a new drive for passenger safety.
Bizarre kidnapping case has an Uber driver in jail on $1 million bail. A woman claims she woke up in a Panorama City hotel after a night of drinking and found the shirtless driver lying next to her. KCAL 9's Christy Fajardo's live with this developing story. Christy.
People who are riding in these cars should know that they are vulnerable.
I can't see people being allowed to offer commercial trips without having a truly police-vetted background check.
We support innovation in transportation, but we do feel that in order for innovation to be supported, there needs to be clear rules about who's providing the insurance and when.
Ultimately, this is an issue of making sure that passengers are safe.
Uber's head of global security also said Wednesday that the company will focus on rider safety, looking in 2015 to build new safety programs and intensify others. Stricter background checks of Uber drivers was one of many cries heard from taxicab unions in early December, as the Boston City Council considers ways to regulate the ride-sharing service. Many passengers, however, put safety in their own hands.
After a pickup in Tremont Street in Boston, the driver allegedly brought his female passenger to a secluded spot here in Cambridge, locked the car doors, jumped into the back seat, hitting and strangling the woman before allegedly sexually assaulting her.
A ride that started with a pickup in Boston, police say, ended with an assault in Cambridge. Tonight, a 46-year-old Boston man facing charges of rape and kidnapping.
There's two different categories here, essentially. The driver has to pass a background check with Uber, and he did that according to the company. But then you have the city of Houston, and drivers have to go through a background check and also be fingerprinted. This driver did not go through that process, so essentially, he was operating on the streets of Houston illegally.
Orlando is one of only a few cities in the country requiring rideshare drivers to obtain permits. City leaders say the new rules keep you safer.
But as investigative reporter Mike DeForest discovered, drivers are not complying with this new requirement. He joins us live now in downtown Orlando. Mike, how many Uber and Lyft drivers have obtained those permits?
Well, Matt, according to these records that we've obtained, none, zero, zilch. Not a single rideshare driver has obtained the necessary permits.
Regulation in the taxi industry especially is very, very important. It's an industry which is a necessity public service. Regulation is necessary so that whether you're rich or poor, whether you live in a dense neighborhood or a very sparse neighborhood, you can have access in a reasonable amount of time to this on-demand service at a guaranteed rate. In the past, whenever we have open entry deregulated, service has not improved, service deteriorated, fares went up, and literally we were back regulating within a period of years. I've never seen anything like UberX and Lyft coming into the marketplace and completely ignoring all the rules.
We want Uber drivers and Lyft drivers to get good background checks. We want them to have minimum insurance requirements. We want them to make sure that they go through the process of making sure their cars are safe. We want government to keep an eye on the individuals and make sure that people are safe when they get into the back of a car. Because it's not just me, it's not just you, it's someone's son or someone's daughter. Because it's not just me, it's not just you, it's someone's son or someone's daughter.